Yo, it's your boy Israel the Rocket Finger. Yeah, welcome back to the channel. This week again, it's your boy Israel the Rocket Finger. Welcome to the TV, Rocket Finger TV. Thanks so much for joining me on the channel today. This week again, today there is this weather around here is kind of cloudy, rainy. We are in the rainy season here in Nigeria. And how is the rainy season going over there in your own area as well? I hope it's good. Anyway, by the way, welcome to the channel today. Still your boys with the Rocket Finger. And you know what we'll be doing today? I have a special guest in the building. It's very, very special guest in the building. You will love to see today. I'll be talking about the impact of music to studying. The impact of music to study. A lot of people don't understand the impact of music when studying. They just study, and at the end of the old days, they don't assimilate things well because they don't understand that music can actually help them to study well. Enough of the talk. Let's drive into the business of the day. Stay tuned. I'll be right back. It's still your boy. Wait! Don't stay tuned yet. You know what? If this is your first time on the channel, you know what we do, yo. Please, at the bottom of this video, you see the subscribe button. Click on it, like, share, and drop a comment in the comment section box. I'll be expecting your comment. So stay tuned. I'll be right back. Yeah, it's your boys like the Rocket Finger. Welcome back to the channel today. Thanks so much for joining me. I already told you I have a special guest in the building, and yes, she is a beautiful and gorgeous looking person, like looking beautiful ladies in the building. Please introduce yourself to the viewers out there.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Moses Moyosoro.
Oh, Moses Moyosoro. Can you hear that voice? My name is Moses Moyosoro. These are genius in the building. I'm so glad you are on my show today. Thanks so much for coming. So today, I want us to talk about the impact of music to study. The impact of music to study. A lot of people just study, and at the end of the day, they don't assimilate. Like, they find it difficult to study just because they don't understand the impact of music while studying. They don't know that music can actually help them when studying. So I want you to define the word study and music. Your own word.
Literally, study is just trying to learn about something.
Okay.
Examining something intensely, just to know more about it, to get more knowledge about it.
Okay, what about music?
The music is combination of pleasant sounds to express emotions.
Wow, I love that combination of pleasant sounds to express emotion. Why studying is the aspect of just learning it is. But how can we now connect? Like, how is this music and studying connected together or connect together in a way?
Okay, from the definition of music, it's a pleasant sound. So music can actually create a pleasant environment wherever you're studying, and it will help you, and it will build more interest in you to get what you're studying, to know more about what you're studying, since the environment is pleasant and all.
Oh, wow. But psychologically saying, a lot of people just don't value the word, like they don't value the aspects of music in studying. I don't understand. But due to because they are not aware, when it's there's this other, they say ignorance is what's it? Ignorance is a disease. What you don't know is always a master of you. So it is what you know that you can actually make use of. So can you tell us how do you study with music?
How do I study with music? By playing it use of headphones to enjoy it better. Then while reading, just put on the music.
Okay, now let me now ask you, what kind of music are we expected to listen to when we're studying? You can't be studying like, I'll be using all these Nigeria, hip hop, Afro beats, all beats music and studying. It will actually be a distraction to each other. So what kind of music are we expected to use when studying that will help in the assimilation process?
Basically, it is instrumentals to tempo music. Like it's the slow beats and
all. Okay. Like can you hear what she said? She said an instrumental slow beat is what we actually use to assimilate, and which is very true. When you're in an environment and you're trying to study and you see that you're not assimilating or anything, just try this option. Try and get an instrumental beat, but a slow tempo beat. Listen to it, isolate yourself with the sound, then listen, and you just find out like there will be a difference in the whole thing. Now, tell us, what are the impacts of music to study? What are the major impact of it?
Okay, why making use of music?
Yeah.
It helps to avoid every disturbance whatever it
Hmm.
is.
Hmm.
Like you'll be focused on the music you are listening to, and then to help you to just gain everything you want to gain
Hmm.
from whatever you're studying. And also, music helps to cool your mind
Yeah,
because
I love that point.
okay, after listening to music like the slow beat music, so your mind will get cooled down and you'll be able to do whatever you want to study. Like you'll be able to assimilate more
And
better.
that's very true because for you to assimilate when you're studying, you need your mind to be in a cool position, like a cool state. If it's not in a cool state, like I don't know the word to use to describe it. Maybe I just don't know the word to describe it. You won't be able to assimilate well. But when your mind is in a cool state and you're reading, everything will just be coming like you just feel like. And what are the process of getting your mind to cool is actually through music and listen to music, it's an instrumental, it's slow tempo. You just isolate yourself with the music, and before you know it, everything you're reading will just be assimilated. When are we to use music when studying? Like for instance, what I'm trying to ask in essence is that, for people that okay, let me use the students in an institution now, for example, they do the examination. So now, assuming they have a timetable for the examination, maybe to start maybe next week. Maybe next week they have to start the examination, and some people will have start reading earlier before then, and some people will be like, even those that have started earlier before, they will still keep reading until the examination period. So when are we to now input this music into our learning? Is it during a week to the examination period, or since the day one of we starting to read, or when are we to use music especially that will now be effective?
For a student,
Yeah,
it is better, like it's the best option to start reading as early as possible.
yeah.
You don't have to wait till a week before exam
Exam.
or so. So you should use your music while studying, like maybe third week after resumption and all, for you to be able to, after reading with that,
Yeah,
there is the connection of the music with the brain and studying.
yeah,
Even when you are trying to revise, then everything will come out just naturally.
yeah.
Not that you won't force yourself then why doing the reading like a week to the exam? No. So it should be as early as possible.
Wow. Thanks so much for joining me on the channel. So before we go on today, can you just give us what is your advice like to the people out there watching us?
Okay, I'll actually advise us to do best, like try our best to make use of reading while make use of music while reading because it helps when you are feeling disturbed, you can just
Yeah.
listen to the music first to cool your mind, like I said.
Okay.
So you can cool your mind with the music first and then later on carry your book or even while listening to the music, you can cool your mind with that. And
Okay.
also, if you feel that the environment is disturbing you, you can just isolate yourself with the
The
music
music.
by making use of your headphone or your earpiece. So with that, you'll be able to assimilate and do whatever you want to do. And lastly, you should just be careful of type of music you listen to. You
Okay.
can't be listening to Afrobeat and expect anything you want to storing up there.
Mm,
So
okay. Thanks so much for joining me on the channel. That was a very great session with her. Thanks so much
you're
for joining me
welcome.
on the Thanks so much for joining me on the channel. Still your boy Israel the Rocket Finger. If you haven't subscribed to the channel up to now, there is a lot of content coming out to you. Do me a favor of what? At the bottom of this video, you see a subscribe button. Click on it, like, share, and drop a comment on the comment section. Tell me how music has helped in your assimilation process. Thanks so much for joining me. Stay tuned till next edition. Peace out.